The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Hello, welcome to my show. This is Patty Hunter, and my special co-host is Terry Doran.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Terry Doran. And my guest is Ken Noland.
Hi, Betty.
All the way from Indianapolis. It's a good song right there, right?
Yeah.
So, you're here for a wonderful reason. We loved your music, for one. You played the flute. So,
yes.
Where are you originally from?
I grew up in the northwest corner of Henrich County, out in the country.
Oh, in the country.
Yeah.
So what's it like? Do you still live there? Or?
No. Once I got a real job, and I was a field service technician for 30 years.
Field service technician.
I was an electromechanical technician.
Wow.
I worked on electronic and mechanical devices. Worked in the music industry for about four or 5 years. Worked for Horlitzer Corporation, Kimball Corporation, Hammond. Worked on down to the component level on circuit boards.
Oh,
did
computers?
Straight electronics work.
Oh.
Yeah, they were computerized organs.
Remember when they first started out 32 years ago, the computers, and how they have changed so much?
Oh, tremendous change.
Because I remember when I first started out as a typesetter, they had these ticker tape things when you type that punches holes in the. Anyway, when you had a mistake, you had to go all the way back, erase, and then do it all the way front, and then correct it.
Yeah, my electronics degree was in computer technology, which got obsoleted when they made those small things.
Oh, yeah. You had to go back to school almost every other year to learn.
Yeah, this. I was gifted enough that I could adapt and do. The only training I'd do is when I'd go to work on new equipment and go to the factory training and spend a couple weeks learning the equipment and then go back to the field.
Was this in Indiana?
Yes.
Where you worked?
Yeah. No, I even was up in Fort Wayne for about 2 years doing service work. I lived up here in the early 70s.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just hitting my 20s when I was getting there.
Oh, you young puppy, you.
So, how old are you?
I'll be 72 next week.
70 next week?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, old boy.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
So, you're going to have a big party?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I've been hitting for a surprise party for 15 years and haven't got one yet.
That's really going to be a surprise when you get one.
You didn't get one. So, how long have you been, like you said, playing a flute?
It's June will make the 6th year that the flute came in my life.
Who taught you?
Self-taught.
Self-taught? Were you given a name since you are Cherokee?
No, never given a native name.
Oh.
So
what got you to the flute? Was something inspire you, or
that's a story in itself. If you want me to go into it,
go ahead.
I was with doing a blues jam for the weekend, and
you were playing, or
yes, I was playing
okay.
Harmonica. That's what I was playing, And the Friday night went and come uneventful. And Saturday we started our jam session, and we played for a while, and then this fellow came in that everybody looked and go, and so he sat down and he started playing. He played some pretty mean harp, and so we took our morning break, and all at once he reaches down and he pulls out this chunk of wood, and he sits there and he starts playing. And I was walking across the floor and my feet stuck to the floor, literally could not move when I heard that. And
goes right through you.
So he played another couple tunes, and one of my friends stopped and he says, you know, that stuff's really beautiful. So he left, and I was still there. I couldn't move. So I ended up talking to the gentleman, and I feel ashamed I can't remember his name. And he told me a little bit about the flute, and we talked for a while. And I had always, our family said, okay, you have this ancestor, it was native. And my mom, she said she would talk to her grandfather, and he would say, my mom was native, I'm proud of her, and she's beautiful, and his wife would go nuts at that point and want him to stop talking about her. So never able to really find out much about her. And that woke up that side of my part of me that was always hidden and suppressed. And it just, the journey started. And my friend Joe called me and he goes, hey, there's a guy in Greensburg, makes flute. It's halfway between us. And that's all he ever said. And then finally I took the bull by the horn and I started emailing Doug Thunderhorse, and he finally said, you interest me? I'd like to meet you. And this went from there, and went to meet him. We talked for a couple of hours, and then he said, well, you probably ought to look at a flute since we haven't even talked about one. And I picked the flute up, and here I am today.
So, to play the flute, do you warm up? I mean, how long does it take for you to get in, playing?
Pick the flute up and I just hold it and I get the song. I get the song. Yeah. The only warm up I do is when I take my flutes out and I'm setting them up, make sure that the bird is in the proper place so they'll play.
So, about how long did it take for you to
become proficient?
Yeah.
Probably, I'd say 6 to 8 months of practicing and playing regular every day.
And all on your own. I mean, you never had a teacher. All self-taught.
All I had was when I picked my flute up and he showed me how to finger. And it
came naturally.
It just came naturally because he goes, well, you played this before, and I said, no, never touched one in my life. And he says, you're yanking my chain. I said, no, I'm not. And he says, okay. He says, I understand.
But
wow.
Do you listen to other people's?
I listen to other people's music, and
adapt.
And I'll hear stuff that I'll adapt that will put a thought in my head. It's not as bad as it used to be. I was for 3 years or so. I heard music continually. And then I would end up, I'd wake myself up at night whistling or humming a tune. And then
comes to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, and about 2 years ago I was very sick and almost passed away twice with sepsis.
Oh.
And I was very fortunate. And through that journey of illness is what inspired my making of my CD that I give you to listen to.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
And that the first few songs you can tell is about life, and that I just had this urge. I had to get those down, and it meant a lot.
Pat.
Yeah, it meant a lot to me to get it released.
Yeah.
So you write a lot of your own music then? But you play.
I compose everything. I play.
Oh, everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do them in different ways. Like, how do you know this represents this theme?
What I feel.
Yeah, what do you feel?
You know, I'll think on a topic, and I'll think about, okay, this is what I'd like to convey.
So.
And so I'll set. Sometimes I'll hum or whistle a tune.
Are they all the same? I mean, every time you do one of the songs repeatedly, does it come out the same way?
Or if I play it again,
yeah,
it's they evolve. The bass melody will be there, but as I play it again, it within my mind, okay, this will sound better if you do this.
Yeah,
and
it's like writing already. I'm a lyricist myself, and in the beginning, I would have about long sentences.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, as time goes on, about 28 years later, I'm writing the way I should be writing.
Yeah.
It took me 28 years, but
it's a lot of my playing will be. I did a lot of different runs and everything, and I play more pattern based now. I'll play a pattern. And maybe 3 patterns within a song,
like
and
a
I
verse,
use
a chorus, a verse, that type.
Type. It's a type like that. It'll be. I'll start out and maybe I'll play the first 3 bottom notes, and I'll use
like a hook?
then I'll mix in one of the upper notes, and then work combinations, and.
Yeah.
But instead of making a lot of runs and stuff, I still every so often, if you want to show off a little, you do some stuff. But the song's more memorable if I don't make it too complicated.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Make it simple.
I like that. I play myself. When I'm working on stuff, I'll make it complicated because I just like to play that way. See what it can play, but if you're going to hear it and you remember it, you'll remember a more simpler structure tune than one that's really complicated. Because it sounds good, but you go, what was that he played?
I don't know. Was that form of jazz?
You don't remember, and for remembrance of the music that I present to somebody. That way they could come back. Well, you remember what you played at so and so.
Yeah,
I can play it and they'll remember. They go, yeah, that was it.
So it took you a while to do that, didn't it?
It took me a while to realize that simple is good.
Repetitive.
It's repetitive. My mentor, as far as that got me started, Douglas Thunderhorse, he said, have a beginning, have a middle, have an end.
Like a story.
Like a story. And this is after I've been playing a while, and he told me, he says, have the beginning, have your middle, and have an end.
Is that writing lyrics?
Yeah.
And also, do you have hooks? To make it known that that's that type of song, a brand?
The only thing I have is I'll download some song tabs of songs that I'll hear to do, and but I enjoy more my own music because I make it more expressive.
Yes.
Where all do you play? You play at powwows?
I play powwows. Play church. I have on Sunday evenings. There's a corner wine bar. I've been playing that for the last a month and a half, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been with the Chinese Symphony Orchestra, Indianapolis Chinese Symphony Orchestra.
They have an orchestra in Indianapolis?
Mm-hmm.
They do?
Yeah. And they're wanting to incorporate my playing in with them. In the 26th of this month, I'll be playing with them at the Children's Museum in Indianapolis.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there, the Children's Museum. That's an honor. I mean, that's
you.
great. A blending of two cultures. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and they're going to be wearing traditional clothing, and I'll be wearing my regalia that day.
What does that look like?
Which one of my regalias? I have multiple.
Fancy one.
Ribbon shirts. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Yeah.
The ribbon shirts. I have cloth pants that are Eastern woodland style, and I made one that's Western Plains. That's my cousin is Quanah Parker, and he was Comanche war chief.
Oh.
And he one year I wanted to start the season in honoring Quanah, so I made a Western Plains regalia to.
And you make your.
I make all my regalia.
Regalia yourself?
Do you have skins?
Yes. I'm working on a set of skins right now. I finished 2 pair of leggings. I haven't got the shirt finished yet.
What is it, beaver or?
No, it's deer.
Deer.
Yeah.
Oh, deer.
Yes. Oh, dear. Yes.
Well, we're thrilled you're going to perform for us on June 19th at our program River Drums. So we're looking forward to that for sure.
I'm looking forward to it. That's your cause is something that's very dear to my heart. So I was so glad to that you asked me, and I'm so glad to come and help support your cause.
Well, thank you very much.
You've got some songs. How about playing for us?
Oh, okay. I'd be delighted to.
Yeah, wonderful.
We're going to have him go over to get his flute, and we'll play this half hour out, and then part 2 we're going to do another with him, with Ken Noland, and we're going to be as well. We're going to be doing a concert with him for half hour. Okay, here we go.
This is a healing flute that I use when I go to hospitals and visit people that are ill, and also use it when I play because it's such a smoothing tone to it. And this is typical of what I like to do with this flute for people.
Short but sweet. That's nice. I like that.
As you know, I had a friend that just passed, and Paul.
He did?
Yes, Paul passed. And this is, I can do it. This is a song that he asked me to write for his funeral.
Beautiful. We've got another 5 minutes.
Another 5?
Yeah. What's this one called?
This is the flute that I got when I was at the John Two Hawks master's class, and it's a real rich sounding flute. It's got a very, very beautiful voice to it.
And what are you playing?
This will be a song that I did for my wife. It's called Sandy, I Love You.
Well, I hope that doesn't turn over. We have another couple more minutes, and we're almost finished this first half show. I'd like to thank Ken Noland. He's going to come on another time next week. It's called, his concert is, what's it called, your concert, what you call it?
Ken Noland in concert.
Ken Noland in concert. He'll grace us with a half hour with beautiful music, flute music, and thank you, Terry Doran, for coming on to my show.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week. Thank you and have a great day. This is Patty Hunter or Patty State. Bye.